This is Tales from the Baseball Thesaurus. I'm Jesse Goldberg-Strassler. You know, for three little letters, they inspire their share of debate and controversy, the letters being RBI. A batter receives an RBI, run batted in, for every run that batter brings in. But you don't have to bat to draw a walk, to get hit by a pitch. But if you draw a walk with the bases loaded, even an intentional walk, as happened to Barry Bonds, you get a run batted in, an RBI. You get hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, you get an RBI. If you get a sacrifice fly, bringing in a teammate from third base, an RBI. A ground out to first with a runner at third who comes in to score, an RBI. A double play grounder that brings in a runner from third, no RBI. No RBI is given when you hit into a double play. The first sighting of RBI, according to John Thorne and Pete Palmer, was from a Buffalo newspaper in 1879. The very next year, 1880, the Chicago Tribune started publishing the RBIs of the Chicago baseball players, what they were doing, their statistics. But they stopped doing this after negative feedback poured in from readers who were convinced that keeping track of this runs batted in stat was discriminatory, was biased against the batters at the very top of the lineup, since they did not have the same opportunities as the batters who hit after them and batted with runners on base. That original debate about the RBI has not gone away. How high is the RBI held in your statistical estimation? And is that affected by the number of opportunities that a batter gets with teammates on base, or lack of opportunities, and the batter's batting average with teammates on base? A batter with a low batting average but a high rate of opportunities is going to drive in more teammates than a batter with a lack of opportunities with teammates on, but a relatively higher batting average in that situation. The larger disagreement about RBIs is about that RBIs, the pluralizing, runs batted in. When you pluralize run batted in, it is runs batted in, so therefore shouldn't the plural of RBI be RBI? Well, my grandfather was a prisoner of war in World War II. He was a POW, and the plural of POW is POWs. The same language rule holds for RBIs, that the abbreviation becomes itself a word, and that word is now pluralized in the usual fashion. So RBIs is proper. An RBI is also called a rib. You can pronounce that R and B together or pronounce them all. A ribby, a ribeye, or a steak, because a ribeye is actually a kind of steak. So the leadoff hitter, the number 2 hitter, they set the table. And then the hitters who come after them, the sluggers, the meat of the order, they get to feast via those opportunities in front of them, via those runners on the bases. At home plate, send up the big eaters to the plate and let them eat. Eat some ribeyes. That's your Tales from the Baseball Thesaurus. I'm Jesse Goldberg-Strassler.